setting up the Women's Forum, which was then transformed into the Women's Branch by the following Women's Officer, is early this year. I think we were one of the first ones that transformed. It's been a great sort of pleasure to actually produce motions at CLP level, you know, and send them to conference. Is actually a real pleasure. I mean, people talk about empowering, you know, this word is all over the place these days, empowering, but and they're usually talking about performing kind of patriarchally kind of recommended things better, you know, rather than actually, you know, power is actually access to political power and influence. And when I first joined the Labour Party, I was really surprised by how often CLPs and branches sort of passively receive motions from other organisations, like CLPD, ironically, and, you know, all kinds of unions, what have you, and they're sort of sending their motions. And I actually was the idiot that asked the question, don't we ever write any of the motions? And everyone kind of went, what? You know, and I mean, so this year to conference, our women's branch has produced 2 motions which actually have gone into conference, but one of them via our neighbouring CLP and one from ours. And we produced them, and they're literally to do, one of them is about, it was triggered by a local crisis in midwifery, right? That we're 70 midwives short in Nottinghamshire, which kind of provoked a lot of kind of research. And then we found this, you know, the problem about, and the news as well. We didn't find it. It was in the news about Black and ethnic minority women having 5 times the maternal death rate. So, you know, these 2 things kind of fed into each other. And then it's a grassroots thing, isn't it? It's really about women on the ground. That's not something that's going to come out of a union. It's not going to, you know, these are concerns for women who may not even be working, you know. So that's the kind of motion that will come out at you know, from all